Hi, my name is Vicki Miller. I'm the production assistant on Fracture. Today we're going to take a look at some new environments. Previously we've shown you San Francisco and the multiplayer, so now we're going to go ahead and jump on into the Desert Southwest, where you're entering a Pacific research facility, and also Washington, D.C. You'll see a lot of new weapons, a lot of new moves the player has, some new augmentations, some new enemy types. Let's go ahead and jump on in. So here we are in the Desert Southwest. It looks like we're fighting against a Sherman here. He has a ton of hit points and he throws out these sticky bombs that he can detonate whenever he wants. So he's kind of kicking our butt here, so we're going to take out this extra guy, throw up some cover with TD. And you can just peek up over this hill, take a few pop shots. There we go, we got him. And you'll notice that as he dies, he kind of explodes, and we took out some guys in the background. Next we're going to see the Invader. As you can see, all these rifle rounds are just ricocheting off of his suit, so we're going to have to come up with a different way to take him out. So you notice you can see the gobs of green goo flying off there. He actually has a vulnerable spot on his helmet, and so when you shoot him there, you'll see that he takes a lot of damage. So that's probably the easiest way to take him out. One of my favorite enemies in the Southwest is actually the Creeper. They bury underground, and so you can't see them at first when they're coming at you, but then once you notice, you're kind of scrambling at the last minute to try and get at them before they kill you, because they do a ton of damage. Next is the Ice Rifle. It allows you to just freeze the enemies and go up and punch them and see them shatter into 1,000 pieces. It's really gratifying. So here we've hijacked one of the Pacificans' turrets, and it really just rips through the enemies, but it also deforms the terrain like most of our weapons. So as you can see here, we have some enemies hiding back in the back behind some of the cover, and we're able to just lower that cover and they're not safe anymore. There's a lot of puzzles throughout the Southwest. So here we have a generator we need to take out, but as you can see, the heat from the generator is just causing the terrain to morph back into its original state, so you have to use the Ice Rifle to freeze the terrain in place and destroy the generator and make it overload. So it really varies up the combat. Throughout the Southwest, we're going to see tons of puzzles like that. Another one we're going to see is actually using the Lodestone Rifle, and what it does is it sucks all Havoc objects in towards a single spot, and so you can use it to move these cranes that are located throughout the facility. So this is a spike grenade. It has a lot of applications both in combat and in puzzle solving. Oh, the enemy actually just stole our position there and was trying to get height advantage over us. Also in the Southwest, you're going to have access to TDV-1, which is the vehicle, and you have the ability to put ramps wherever you want. So you shoot out an explosive projectile, and when you detonate it, it will not only do damage to all the enemies in the area, but it also creates a ramp for you to jump over different obstacles like the bunker we saw there. So now we're in Washington, D.C., and we're using the sniper rifle, which is, of course, everyone's favorite weapon. And it works just like other sniper rifles you're familiar with. We also, of course, have the Vortex grenade here. Definitely one of my favorite weapons. As you can see, it's just kind of like a blender. It's sucking everything in, twirling it around, then it explodes and sends, cars and debris flying everywhere. One of the really great weapons to use in DC is the catapult rifle. It actually sends out a disc that you can detonate whenever you want, and it will bounce off walls. So it's really great for inside buildings and shooting around corners. In Washington, D.C., players are going to be able to fight through a lot of different recognizable landmarks, and so it's really interesting to see which of these landmarks have survived through to the year 2161 and actually get to fight in and around them. So that was the Desert Southwest in Washington, D.C. As you can see, each of the environments is very unique, and the player will have to use different tactics to deal with the environmental hazards and the new enemy types. So hopefully you're as excited about it as I am. The game comes out for Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 October 7th. Thanks for watching.